Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Say it's all good, cause it's all good, hey. Beautiful people of the world, what's going on? It's your boy Ant Powell here with the one and only Gretta Hutch. We are back, hot from friends, once again, back in your neighborhood, back in your homes, wherever you are. It's a pleasure to be with you, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. Gretta, how you feeling? Welcome back.
Hey, I'm feeling, I'm feeling pretty chill right now. I'm having a good time. The week has been busy, with a lot of side projects and also this and also kind of, you've seen the news recently,
Yep.
so it's kind of just been kind of living in that, looking at it and trying to digest and trying to maneuver.
As you should. The only thing you can do, don't stay still, don't stay stagnant. Got to stay moving in these times, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's good to have you here, as usual. It's good to have you, the guest at home.
And make sure you guys you like and you comment, you subscribe. I'm gonna say it all the time now, and it's gonna be a fun thing. Comment.
Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the vibes. Please do it.
Comment over series. I love reading them.
Yeah, we do appreciate the comments. We appreciate everybody that tapped in last week live. Man, that was incredible. Love seeing all the feedback. Love hearing y'all voices, and that give us something to know another point of view except other than our own. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's my last week before I'm a 30-year-old. Feeling very, 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 grown manish right now. You know the vibes. Feeling good.
Oh, that's why you look all fancy.
Well, that's just the way of life when you the boss. But feeling good, feeling great, man. Life is good. I can't complain. Still black, still proud, still out here moving for justice, moving for change. Hope you out there use it for your voice. As we spoke last week, those of us who are not of the black race, you know what I'm saying? Please do your part, you know what I mean? Life is good, baby. Life is good. I can't complain too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be alive and have a chance to continue to do what I do. And we got a very special guest in the building today.
Ooh,
a little later, you know what I mean? I'm excited about that. The homie Wazeer will be here with us live.
Yes.
We will be chopping it up with the one and only, the greatest H-Town's finest. We will be chopping it up with him. You don't know who he is, please check him out. Check his social right now, Wazeer, WAZEER_. Go ahead, get a view of that now while we sitting here chopping it up so you can get familiar, so when he does come around, you know what's going on.
And not even just look into him, but just really listen to the words that he's saying. Actually open yourself up, hear what he has to say.
Word.
He really has to say a lot, which you'll hear later, I'm sure, when we call him. But he's just a really good voice to listen to. Honestly.
Absolutely, I listen to him on a daily basis. He's a part of my run playlist. That brother keeps me going, keeps me moving. I appreciate your art, brother, and I am so fucking excited to talk with this brother a little bit later. Can't wait. But as we said before, it is feeling amazing to be back with you guys. I did get to go out and shop and be around some beautiful black souls this weekend. Went to this event called Soul to Sound. It was a meditation event using frequencies and vibrations of that nature. Super dope. A lot of black vendors there. It was dope. Dope.
I'm sure. I'm sorry I'm laughing. It was
dope. You laughing, but it was black and it was beautiful.
No, I love it. I'm only laughing because it's vibrations. That's just what a...
It was dope. Yeah. It was dope. It's some shit. I low-key been using them shits on YouTube. Different frequencies and hertz. I pick a different, for different, for vibes and shit. So I think that shit's interesting, and it was dope to run into something like that. Shout out my dog Eugene for inviting me. Shout out Starboy Yoda putting it down on the ones and twos. And shout out Garden of Her, LA. They also was responsible for that event. But as we said before, a lot has been happening. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And shout out Trendsetter's Barbershop.
Shout out Trendsetter's Barbershop.
We're coming for you soon. You guys will get there.
Soon. You'll get to be inside soon. We'll take you on a tour.
Yep.
But
side note.
With all that we've been doing and what's happening with us, it's always something happening in the world. So it's only right that we, your favorite friends, take a minute to let you know what's happening. So let's see, what do we got here? There's some crazy shit happening right now. A lot of fires happening out here in California.
Oh yeah, half of Colorado's on fire. New York's on fire.
The world is on fire. But
It's true.
there's one fire of them all that just happened to garner my attention, and that's
Everyone's,
the
for
fire
sure.
by a pyrotechnic smoke device at a gender reveal baby shower party
Yeah.
has caused one of the most biggest fires in California, and it's already burned more than 10,000 acres. Hot damn.
I really can't roll my eyes enough.
Yeah.
You know, I just...
They must have been trying to put on a shebang of all shebangs. They was trying to impress the whole neighborhood. I've never heard that a gender reveal party is responsible for one of the biggest wildfires out right now. That's crazy.
See, I just have crazy fucking opinions on gender reveal parties in general. Like, I don't know why I feel so strongly, but I really do about gender reveal parties specifically. I feel as if they are just so unnecessary. Like, they're the most unnecessary party to ever have a party. I feel America especially, I don't know about everywhere else, actually, maybe everywhere else is the same, but we're always trying to celebrate something. We're always trying to fucking celebrate
always
something.
To spend money on.
A new fucking holiday, a new fucking, it was just Star Trek Day the other day.
I never got into Star Trek. I know a lot of you Trekkies out there probably like, what? Fuck you, bro.
Yeah, it's Star Trek Day.
Star Trek never gone to my attention, but
it's okay. My family loves it, but
yeah.
my point is just that, like, we're always trying to celebrate some fucking thing, trying to come up with some maybe distraction, you know, from shit, but like in that case, a lot of the times these people just aren't thinking and they're setting forests on fire. Like,
setting forests on fire when shit is already on fire. So please be careful with your home events, your celebrations. It's supposed to be quarantined anyway.
Actually, to go on the fire thing, I mean, like, we're in summer, right? Let's think about this, people. Let's put on our brains real quick. I mean, I don't a lot, so I'm gonna do it really quick. You guys do it with me. It's summer. It's really hot.
It's dry.
It's so dry. There's already fire. There's fire because it's hot. It's dry. It's summer.
Yep.
The first thing I'm not gonna fucking do is like be like, you know what's cool? I think I'm gonna try to make a fire. I think I'm gonna make something explode.
I mean, you know, people still gonna do what they're gonna do. You can't, you know.
Yo, didn't you have the 4th of July? What did we give you the 4th of July for? The one day.
They still popping fireworks around this bitch, nigga. They was popping fireworks since goddamn April. And they don't stop in my neighborhood. That shit go forever. But please be safe with your fires, everybody. Take care of your goods. And we don't need any more shit burning down, especially in California. Please, take care. More news, though.
I'm like,
good old Texas. Let's go down to Texas, from Cali to Texas. Down in Texas, there was a Trump rally, a Trump boat parade rally, and on water, and to some of your delight, it may bring you delight to hear this news, but 5 of the boats involved in that parade sunk. So it ended the parade. They ended with sunken boats. It was hilarious to me, you know. It was calm waters, but they
Wait, can you show it?
I can't. I don't have any video. I just read the story about it. But
look it up because I'm sure it's hilarious.
I'm sure it's out there, but
I love
apparently they just all went in the same direction. The Trump supporters, they all just, you know, they created such big waves that the boats couldn't handle it, and the waters weren't even crazy. It was like calm waters. They made the waters crazy.
I love it.
Think about it, people. That's Trump supporters.
I can't stop
Those
laughing.
are Trump supporters.
Literally creating waves out of nothing.
Out of nothing. Just all ready. They ready to be at a rally for the big dog. They want to be in Agent Orange. They ready. They ready to celebrate them. And look what he got you. 5 sunken boats.
Yeah, just like
should have took them all. That's Mother Nature. I'm sorry. I had to get that out. Mother Nature was mad with them niggas. Like, you fucking idiots.
I love it.
Go ahead though. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna bounce off it because like on Monday they had a national weather service warnings of like extreme windstorms and everything.
Yeah.
But then they another like place, I think it was Portland. Yeah. Where like all of them, a bunch of motorcycles and trucks and tractors and RVs got all together and hoisted flags like like for Trump or whatever, and then also we're blasting "God Bless the USA."
They disrespectful.
Yo, I think that's so stupid. Obviously, because I come from a place of like my anthem's not "God Bless the USA." My anthem's like "Fuck the USA, fuck the USA."
What a fucking.
I took that song from that. That was introduced to me by a friend of ours from Gretta Moral, but I think it is the true anthem, especially as of right now.
My anthem right now is "Look Like Me" by Wazeer. That's my anthem right now, and that ain't cause he gonna be on the show today.
Yeah, so I can take a little
That's
bit
just
more.
cause that's my goddamn song. But since we on the topic of Trump, let's go ahead and stay there, and let's talk about our good old president of the United States calling veterans and fallen soldiers
Oh God.
suckers and losers.
Oh my God.
These are confirmed statements from Fox News. Actually confirmed this as well, and Fox News is Trump network if you know anything about the media and all that good stuff. But they also confirmed this, so they feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
And as a veteran, here I am, one of the suckers and losers. Fuck that guy, man. How could
Anthony? I always think when I look at you, I'm like, wow, what a loser.
you know?
Yeah.
That's why I put the uniform on. That's why I did it every fucking day. 4 years, 3 days, 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days.
Right.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
To be called the fucking sucker and loser.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Fuck him first of all. I'm sorry. Fuck him first of all. I meant to mention this last week, but I didn't. And we spoke about voting and all that shit. And I'm not your guy to go to if you want to be motivated to vote. I'm not your guy to go to if you want to be motivated not to vote.
We're not the one-stop shop for that.
What I am going to say is this is the same motherfucker that's our president right now that told the fucking Central Park 5, told the world that the Central Park 5, those 5 young black boys back in the 80s who were accused of a rape that they did not commit, just chosen out of fucking random groups, these 5 young men, he said they should all be tried as adults and fucking given the death penalty. He said that about young black lives back then. I'm pretty sure he still feels the same way now, and it's pretty fucking obvious. Didn't want to go off into the rant again, but there it goes. Had to get that off my chest. Get that out of here. He's the fucking sucker and loser. What the fuck have you ever done? Your own sister said you're a fucking cheater, nigga.
Yeah, he actually is denying that he said anything about it now.
Of course he is. He's been denying it for like the past fucking 5 days, 4 or 5 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Today apparently it's very heavy. I'm just looking.
It's heavy every day. It's just picking up steam. It's picking up steam. But moving along. Okay, I gotta read this one here. I gotta read her name. Jessica Kirk. Jessica Kirk. If you don't know who she is, you should. She's pretty goddamn infamous. You know who Jessica Kirk is? Krug, whatever. I'm not saying her name right.
Spell
but
it for
she
the
doesn't.
people.
I think I forgot. I can't read my own fucking shit. But Jessica
Krug.
Jessica Krug. I don't know. We don't know how we're saying this.
Jessica.
But if you don't know who she is, Jessica Krug, whatever, is a white Jewish woman from the suburban Kansas area who is also a professor at George Washington University, and she has been portraying herself as a black Latino woman for forever now, and she's finally come out and admitted that she's been lying about being black.
That's like I really.
Rachel Dozell 2.0. Go ahead.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you lying about that? I mean, I guess I can understand because maybe she's trying to come up on like a stance of being like, oh, I'm ambiguous, but I'm not. I don't know. Like, what would cause you to do that? Why would you do that? And also, what are you trying to gain by coming out with it now? Like, is it positive that she's come out and told the truth, or is it now negative because she's lied to us all this time?
Well, when she came out with it, she said, well, I don't feel like I can be canceled because I'm being honest about it and straight up pretty much. And like, I'm not a culture vulture. I'm just like a culture leech, I guess. Same fucking thing. You still can be canceled. Don't get it twisted. But especially with the way Twitter and the motherfuckers moving now.
Oh my God, Twitter's like.
I just think it's crazy. And what made it even crazier to me is that she was the head of her local NAACP chapter. Whoa, that one blew my mind right there. I was like, well, she really got in with the black community and been portraying it to a T. And it's been said that she would like use the N-word when it would come up in like class and shit like that, just like normally and shit.
Because she was claiming to be
black Latino woman. That's true stories, guys. We thought Rachel Dozell was the only one, but apparently there's not. There's a ton more. Everybody want to be a nigga. You know the
Well,
story, but hey, more power to her. You know, I hope she's all right. I hope she has seen a light, and goddamn it, just do for the black community. But ain't no coming back from that, sweetheart. You
yeah.
donezo. You donezo.
She may not be canceled, but she's definitely on like a downscale.
She canceled. Think about all the students she taught. Them niggas like, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
This bitch alright to me. I'm in town. We heard her use the N-word and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
I
bro.
hear that.
She been out here putting up the charge. And then you got some black people who probably was like, I wanted to be head of the local NAACP chapter. And they found out it was a white woman who wasn't even black. The head of the chapter. Oh, get the collard greens. I'm a bowler, bitch.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
You know me. I'm just like violent, and I'm just like, let's get her from her office.
Hey.
Break down the doors.
I don't know. That shit was crazy to me. I just found it pretty funny, and I mean, it's a serious matter, but it's fucking hilarious. It's like, damn, they want to be down, but they don't want to be down. If you get my drift, but. It's what it is. Moving along, though. If you just celebrated this weekend and you're a big Disney fan, that you know that the great box office release of Mulan just came out, Disney Plus. Premiere access. No plugs here. We just cracking jokes with that. But
Shut the fuck
Disney
up.
Mulan. You know they on a run right now, remaking all they fucking movies into live action, and Mulan just came out.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not excited to see it. I just watched the fucking animated movie like last year for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yes, true story. Young lady made me watch it because I was like, I never saw Mulan.
never
We
saw
should watch Mulan. Let's watch it. But anyway, it was good though. It was good. Eddie Murphy. You know, you got to shout out Eddie Murphy, but you can't have Eddie Murphy as the dragon in the real life one. So I ain't watching it without Eddie, nigga. No Eddie, no nothing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Who can play him? Let's see.
Nobody. Mulan is receiving backlash right now for mentioning the city. After they thanked Xinjiang authorities, which is a Chinese government agency accused of human rights abuses. So Disney's in some hot water right now with a lot of the Chinese market, and you know that a lot of Hollywood is run by the Chinese. If you're in the Hollywood, LA area, you know that they have a very big imprint over here, and if you don't, do your research. But that's funny to me. Disney out here.
No, it's funny to me too.
Yeah, because Disney out here, you know they don't give a fuck. And they filmed a lot of the movie in this area and shit like that. And you know, obviously if they motherfucking working with people who abusing human rights, Disney out there got some goddamn pretty much sweatshop workers. Like,
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, hey, nigga, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Put the costume on, act like a soldier. We need you to just be a goddamn soldier in the film.
Of course, the way that they run things are, I mean, I'm only speaking from the outside looking in, what I've heard, and a few people's experience within working for Disney. And I don't know, I've gotten one good response, and that good response was like, I worked there for the summer, and it was fun, you know?
What,
So
at the studios? The park?
Yeah, the park, specifically. But
Is the
at
park
the
and
studio,
studios the same thing?
I feel like, I mean,
different
Disney's
experience.
Disney, you know what I mean? I feel like the way that it's gonna run at the top is the way it's gonna trickle down at the end, you know?
Touche. Well, Disney always fucking up and always finding a way out of it, so I'm sure they'll do the same with this one. Right. And we'll continue to buy and support and use their products as we always do in our everyday lives.
Right. I feel like, I don't know, that's there's always something going on there, and I think that there's always something to point out about them, and...
Always.
Yeah.
Disney's the devil. But that's what's happening. And, you know, we're just here to help shine a light on some things we thought were interesting in the world. And
right. I think that's enough about the world, though.
That
we
is
got
enough
something
about
really
the world.
special, someone really special coming up for you. You know, one of my favorites, personally. I get really excited whenever I get to see him on the feed, you know?
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we have a special guest with us today, and just for your pleasure, it is our pleasure to bring to you all right now the Bar God, my brother,
My boy!
from the H-Town. Wazeer!
Friends, what's good?
What's up, baby?
Hey.
Wazeer!
How y'all doing?
Man, solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. How are you, my brother?
Yeah.
I'm amazing. I'm feeling good. I'm in good spirits. I'm happy to see y'all beautiful faces.
Oh, man.
I'm happy to be speaking to the people. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You look like money.
A lot. I feel like we talk all the time, but I feel like a lot has changed. So it's good for us to talk again and connect. You know what I mean? And just catch up.
Yeah.
Catch up as friends, if you would.
You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference, like, of catching up on social media as opposed to, this kind of a talk. Like, we're really going to be able to, like, talk and get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
Ask me anything. I wanna get into it.
Well,
it's funny y'all hit me up because I've been thinking like, man, I was gonna put a post on the gram like, yo, I want to do an interview or something. But then y'all just hit me up, so I feel like we summoned each other at the same time. Like,
yes,
we called
we
each other.
did.
You know what they say? You put it out, it come to you. It's like a magnet. You know what I'm saying? It's that manifestation power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
we've been trying to have you on since you came to visit here with your friend for Cypher.
And to go back real quick for the people at home, Wazeer, if you don't know, is the bar god. Okay?
God.
Viral right now. Everywhere you go. If you look like me, I'm about a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you haven't heard this brother, make sure you go check him out. But we met at the top of the year in a serious Cypher from Friends. If you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. My man Joseph Vance came through. And Wazeer came tagging along with Joseph Vance. They just happened to be best fucking friends. It happened to be my best friend here that day too. So it was like super fucking cool. And this brother was just chilling in the cut. We had no idea that he does what he does and he is who he is. And that humbleness about you is just so unreal. Because when he left, my best friend went on your page and saw you and saw what you do. And he was like, bruh, the nigga that was sitting in the corner is the cold. Yeah. That nigga was cold. Why he ain't say nothing?
Looking at your page afterwards was like, what the actual fuck, bro? You're so talented.
It was excitement and disappointment all in one. It was like, bro, hold up. We had this man sitting right here and had no idea he does what he does and possesses what he possesses. So it was kind of heartbreaking, but we got him here right now. It may not be Cyphers, but he's here, man. And I just want to say, bro, you are doing your fucking thing. You are doing your thing, man. You killing the game right now, brother. And
that's funny, though, because I didn't know what was going on. I had been to L.A. before, but we was straight up in and out. The day we got there was that night we left. So I ain't really get to see too much. I probably saw the Nipsey store. I saw a few other things, but I didn't get to see a lot.
Yeah.
But that time we came, we went out there like, hey, we was like, hey, you want to go to L.A.? He's like, yeah, when you want to go? All right, let's go this day. And we was going there forever. We was like, we leaving Houston, we going to L.A., let's go. Whatever happens, we going to just, whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
And when we get out there, L.A. has the L.A. Like, you never know what's what when you out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
From out there.
Right, yeah.
It's like, we in some neighborhood. I'm like, bro, we good out here? Like, what's the, we ain't really check in with the people we need to check in with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are we good? So he go in his house and don't come back. And I'm like, JB, you good? So my phone down and stuff, so I gotta walk in there not knowing what I'm walking into. But luckily I walked into a whole lot of love and some hip hop.
Yeah.
I wanna say this felt like hip hop.
Yes.
I walked in there. And you said I was like humble. I was just forget humble. I was blown away. Like, this is just so dope. I just want to witness this. And you came off the jump with we're talking about bars. You was off the top. I do not possess that skill.
Oh.
I've seen this. Then you had a DJ. Oh my God, the setup was so amazing. The organization. You know what I mean?
Thank you, my brother.
In there, I'm like, oh, they want people in here. This is amazing. I don't know what's going on right now. So I just had to sit back. And just marvel at what y'all was doing. That's why I wasn't really talking too much. And then I'm there to support my brother. Like, first things first, I wanted y'all to see what he had to offer, and I'm glad y'all got to see him.
Cold-blooded.
I'll tell him all the time, he's the best freestyler I've ever seen in my life.
That boy.
I was happy that my brother got to shine and really got to do what he do in that moment. So that's what that was about. Shout out to my boy Joseph Vance.
Real quick, shout out Joseph Vance. That brother walked in here before you even came in, Wazeer. Wazeer, like he just said, he was moving the car around and shit. But Joseph came in this bitch, and he like, yo, with a beat. Let's go. Y'all ready to go right now? I'm like, hold on, we still setting up, player. That nigga, this nigga like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna just start. My man started going in 10 minutes strong. Like, give me a word, give me a topic, give me something. Went ham. I'm like, bro, I hope you got more for the camera. Turns out he had more for the camera and something afterwards. That brother is cold blooded, man. Y'all two together, boy.
Something is wrong with Joseph Vaughn. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I met him when he was 16. I was in college, but he was 16.
Yeah.
He came to the college and terrorized everybody. He was like, "Who want a battle?" We was like, "Who is this little dude come around?" I respected him though. Like I respected him from that moment on, and that was my bro. Like ever since then, whatever he needed, I had. Whatever I needed, he had, and we was just locked in from then on. So that's my brother. So that's what's up. I'm glad y'all showed him a good time. Like I was real cool. Like I respect that. I really do.
Man, that's all we try.
But my bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My bro, I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Y'all good people though. Y'all good people.
Thank you,
No, yeah,
man.
the energy that you have is just like, it's really dope. You know what I mean? I feel like people are definitely attracted to it for sure. Especially like, I don't know, looking at your posts and everything and the growth that you're having every day. Every day you have growth. Every day someone new sees you. Like, because people just like what you're fucking doing. Like, they like who you are and how you present yourself and like also what you're fucking presenting yourself, you know?
Yeah,
It's been so, it's been crazy. That's why I say it hasn't been that long since we talked, but it's been a lot that's happened. Like, it's almost weird, you know what I mean? Like, just waking up and knowing that it's people that, like, the most thing that really gets me is people that understand what I'm getting across. You know what I'm saying? Like, they understand the language that I'm speaking to them. Like, they understand that it's like I'm being myself in true form, and they receiving that, and that's what's hooking them on. It ain't nothing. It's real. It's just real, like human to human interaction, because they see me being real, so it makes them feel like they can be themselves. So when we meet in them comments, it's nothing but love. Like I don't see it's weird. I go on the gram all the time. I don't see a lot of comments like this. It's just straight love. And I'm giving it back to them, they're giving it back to me, and it's like fuel. I try to come back harder every time. You see them in the comments like, man, how you keep doing? I'm like, y'all doing this. I know now. Aww. Y'all have a certain expectation from me, and I have a certain love for y'all, so I put everything that I have in it. Whatever time I'm in right now, whatever I have to put into this art, I'm putting all of it. I'm putting this in like this is the last thing I'm ever do. This is the last thing I'm ever do, because y'all
That's how it should be. That's how it should
really
be.
will appreciate this.
Man,
so that's where that intensity comes from.
Right.
Sometimes my daddy see me working, I'm looking crazy. It's late at night. They're not, I go chill with them or something. And they see me, and he like, son, what you doing? And he'll call me like, well, I heard you working on something. What you doing? And he like, just relax. You ain't gotta. I'm like, nah, this is serious. Like I gotta do this for them. Like you know what I mean? So it's a labor of love, though. You know what I'm saying? So
You're holding your xylophone.
I'm glad people coming in droves. That's just like, we appreciate what you do. It's amazing. It's a crazy feeling.
I must say it definitely shows, and we the people do receive it just the way you described it, because it's natural. You ain't putting on no facade. You true to who you are. You talking like you. It was one recently you just dropped where you on a plane spitting. Check this brother out. Please go check out Wazeer right now. WAZEER _, correct? That's Insta?
Correct.
Yeah,
you did that.
I know it off the top of the brain, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I check in on a daily basis, you heard? But you did one on a plane, man, and you was like, you started going in, like, when I get the chain, I'm do a lot, all that shit, and like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, y'all said I'm conscious. I never said that, you know what I mean? And you really got expressive. It got real, and every single one is real, bro. You talk your lifestyle, you talk your religion, you talk all that, and we appreciate that. And it's all natural. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna just jump right in. So he's been taking natural sounds and making beats with them.
Household shit too.
Household shit. He goes out on the street. He uses the poles, the goddamn advertising shit. The cones.
The construction one.
Bro, it's crazy.
It's so funny.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. That's funny. Like, I wanted to shoot something. The first one I did it during COVID, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't really have the old apartment I used to. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. The old apartment I used to shoot in, the first Bars for Breakfast series. I didn't live there no more because it was one day where I was like, I had. Listen, I'm just keeping it a buck. I had the rent money, right?
Yeah.
But I had a video I wanted to shoot. 4 Bars for Breakfast, and I was like,
Like your
I pay
face.
this rent, or I could do this video. And this is what when I tell y'all I act like this is the last thing I'm gonna ever do, I could just pay the rent and do the video next week.
Yeah.
But I'm crazy. So I was like, look, forget that. I'm taking on 3 days to edit, shoot, da-da-da-da. Something happened. My ceiling falls through in that apartment. All kind of stuff happens in that apartment. So I end up moving back with my peoples. I mean, back with my peoples at the right age of what I am right now.
Yeah.
Right? So I moved back, and everybody has not an ego, but you feel certain like, dang, I'm a grown man. I'm out here trying to rap. I'm back in mama crib. My daddy and them looking at me like, what is you doing, son? Like, I mean, we support you, but I mean, so I'm in the crib. I'm feeling all whack. COVID happens, and I'm in there. I can't really shoot nowhere. My mama the one I really fear, like, bringing ideas up to her. I'm like, I don't really want to disturb. I be in there. I leave. Every morning I live there. But, that's the other thing. I didn't even live. I probably told y'all this story before. I didn't live there. I lived in my car for like 6 months. I would just go there periodically.
Yeah.
So I would be in my car. This is real talk. We peoples. I was in the car 6 months. I even did a song about it. It's on my page. On the roof and stuff. Like, I've kept it a buck with the people. So I told my mama one day, like, man, I just need some places to shoot, but I don't really want to shoot in here. You know what I'm saying? Look, he said it, but like, I wouldn't want to shoot in here and kind of disrespect y'all vibe or whatever. My mom was like, just shoot in here. We don't care. Shoot something in here. And right when she said that, my brain said, make a beat out of household objects. I don't even know what my ideas be going on.
I love it.
The whole sentence came in one time. Make a beat out of household objects. And I was like, oh. And I saw the pot. I saw this. I saw the. And when I did this, people did not believe me. They was like, that don't make a snare noise. You hit that Clorox thing, it don't make a snare noise. But this is where my mind went. My mind would look at things, and I kind of knew what it would sound like all of a sudden. I grabbed it. I had the dry, crusty sponge. I hit the Clorox. Pop. I was like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I had the singing cup with the ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are like childish dreams. We all kind of imagine making a symphony with the cups, like ooh, whatever. I did it, and it sounded so crisp. I told my dad, I was like, hey, you hear this? Ooh. He was like, yeah, I hear that, son. I'm like, hey. I was like, when y'all go to bed, something about to happen in this living room. So I move all the furniture out the way. I set up one of my dad's construction lights. It looked just like that up in there. It was bright. I set it up on the thing, and I put my homie had gave me a mic. I didn't have no recording setup. One of my big homies, shout out to Kalani. This dude, he supports me in a way that nobody even knows. Like, anytime when I was in school and I did my internship, I did it at his studio. It's just, he taught me so much from afar and from close.
Yeah.
So he just gave me some equipment one week and was like, keep this over COVID. I just want to see what you do. Yeah. This is what happened. Out of the kindness of his heart, I didn't have no recording equipment. That gold mic people started knowing. Yeah, so he gave me that. I'm in the crib. I record all the sounds. And then when I started arranging it, I was just like, oh my God, it had such a richness to it. I remember Kendrick one time was talking about when he was learning from Dr. Dre about the warmth of analog recording. I'm used to using MIDI, VSTs and stuff. If you produce, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Omnisphere, Serum, stuff like that. So Nexus. But when I heard that audio playing back, I was like, this has a weight to it. So when I started arranging that, I was like, oh, this is something I felt like it was in control of me more than I was in control of it. It kind of was already done when I was arranging the sounds. And that became a platform from where all this growth y'all been seeing happening. Once I did that, it set me apart from just, oh, he a good rapper, and he makes his beats, but we've never actually seen him make his beats. I've been making my beats since 2012, but nobody ever seen me make my beats.
Right.
Yeah. And that said, you see me making a sound, and you see me arrange the video clips in the same way that the beat is arranged. That's what really locked it in. And I felt like that idea came all at once, from to make the sound, to edit the video. I saw it all at one time, put my face right there, kind of like, I was like, oh, we so used to being on FaceTime, let's just make the video like FaceTime. Yeah. So it was all out of, we are artists, we never like being put in a box. Yeah. It put me in a box. So then I had to be more creative. And that box that was COVID brought out the household sounds. And I can go into all, but for y'all who keep telling me to make the sounds, those are the sounds. I spend a lot of time and studying it, and basically what Bars for Breakfast has been since day one is my laboratory where I get to do all the things that I wouldn't have done if I was making a project. Right. Then I gotta get serious. Yeah. I'm making a project. Yeah. This is a single. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, you start so when I'm doing Bars for Breakfast, it's experimentation. So I can make hi-hats out of spoons and I won't think twice about it. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful process you've developed for yourself. Shout out to you for going back to your imagination and letting that childlike instinct just run free and take full control and have full creative freedom. And to backtrack a little more, shout out you for being a true artist, man. You gave for your creativity. Your art was more important than keeping the goddamn apartment. That shows how bad and how hungry you are for it. And I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. A lot of people ain't willing to do that. Comfort means a lot to some of us. You know what I mean? It's like, I could chase my dreams, but I'm comfortable here. So I'll just be comfortable and I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you said, hell no. I want this right now. I gotta have it. And look how it's paying off. Yeah. I feel like you reaping the benefits of your sacrifice, and it's truly, truly, truly paying off for you, and you have a great support system behind you with your family. Yeah, they clearly support you. You know what I'm saying? That they may not always get it. Trust me. Look at what I'm doing right now. My family don't always get it either. Like, what the hell you doing? Smoking weed? Talking to business? Hell, y'all talking about this, that? I'm like, man, you know, just trust me. Just stick with me. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of COVID, when I went home recently, during this COVID period, I went home during a Hot From Home, which you performed on. He was a part of. You know what I'm saying? During that. And, you know, they still didn't have a clue of what the hell I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell are you surviving? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, you know, and I was doing it, and they was getting to see me, like, interact with the people, you know, me and Gretta interacting and shit like that. And I was like, okay. All right, you really got something going here. You know what I'm saying? But it's the principle and the fact that they support you, man, and you are just a true fucking artist who won't be stopped. And shout out Kalani. Gotta shout out Kalani for looking out, man, putting his brother on, seeing it before probably he even saw it or knew, you know what I'm saying? And you took what you was given and you ran with it, bro. That's admirable. You ain't no slack. You ain't no slack, bruh, and I respect the hell out of that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, your music in general, the music has such a push in you that you were just like, man, I'm not doing anything, but I still have to do this music, you know? Like, you were still like, there's something inside of me so deep in you that you're like, I have this crazy fucking push, and you're like, whatever it is, I don't know, but I obviously gotta do it. And because of that fucking push, like, just the shit that you've created since then. Like, the creativity is so crazy because you weren't so, like, hell-bent and focused on, like, man, I gotta make music. I gotta make something of myself. Rather than trying to make something of yourself, you're like, I'm just gonna make some shit. You know?
You trust your gut.
I took all the expectation away. Ain't no way. I just start and be like, wherever this ends, it is gonna end. But the point is, I can't stop. That's the only thing I always think. Like, I have to see this through. I can't stop at no point. Yeah. Like, and it. Don't get me wrong. It gets real. When I was out there, you know, I was on the streets for a little bit, and when you out there. But it's almost schizophrenic in the way you saying I hear the thought and I have to do it. It's almost like I have to listen to that voice in my head. So I don't be fearing nothing. I be doing the most dangerous stuff. I be in the most dangerous situations. And I just be like, I don't lie. Or I just be writing raps in my head, like, and I be in real danger, but I just be like, whatever, you know what I mean? But
is your birthday soon by chance?
But I honestly feel like I'm protected in some kind of way, or at least I'm like, sometimes I see myself as the baby. Y'all remember them old cartoons where the baby be on the construction thing and they walk across the beam and they keep falling but they never get hurt? I feel like that baby sometimes. Yes! Like, I'm always almost ruining my life.
You are that
baby. It never gets ruined. Like, it works out. I don't know how.
Okay, so your next song, we're making you into that baby. Is that what's happening? We're going to make a little animated Wazeer and put you on the construction site? Is that what I'm hearing? Yo, you're that baby. That's all I'm saying.
He do his own editing as well, and animation, so don't get him started now. This brother he ain't no one-trick pony. He ain't no one-trick pony.
You're that baby. That's like, you saying that, I'm just like, this needs to happen. I see it, and I hope you do too. Well, I mean, you obviously do. You just said you did.
Hey man,
Yeah. Yeah,
look.
cartoons are a source of a lot of my thoughts. I feel like I'm living in a cartoon. I don't take none of this too serious. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's just you
Yeah.
walking by faith, bruh, with intention, man. So when you got faith and intention is surrounding you and driving you, bruh, you can't be touched. You know what I'm saying? You can walk through the fire and come out unburned. You know what I mean? That's that energy you carry and that spirit you got with you. You know what I mean? And as I said before, it shows in the music. Who gonna take a stand? You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. You know what I mean? Like it's all in the music, bruh. So you being so deep and open, man, you know, especially in hip hop and this day and age in hip hop is very it's real. It's refreshing. It's raw. You know what I mean? Cuz you know what the subtext is to cut the genres off of a rap now, what we talking about. It's the same old same, you know what I'm saying? They got a nice beat to it. It gets you for a couple of days, but it don't stick, you know what I'm saying? Whereas your records hold a lot of substance. You know what I mean? I feel like shit, you making timepieces right now. Like Look Like Me. If you haven't heard Look Like Me, please get up off your backside and check that right now on your Spotify, your Apple Music, all that stuff is there. Look Like Me. That is the black man's anthem, the black woman's anthem. You hear me? Like, and with the whole protest and all that shit that was happening, man, it was just perfect timing. It was perfect timing, bro. It was like, man, this record is my voice right now. Like
Yeah.
the unity in that record.
Yeah, that record came together, bro. When I made that, that's when I started realizing my purpose as just like a person in general, but also as an artist, but mainly as like a human being. My whole life, if I had a group of friends, you know, most of us grew up with some type of anxiety, some type of depression, some type of something like that, right? But when I came around, whatever my friends was dealing at the time, when I'm around, none of that exists, and I'm doing whatever I can in the moment to make that so. Like I'm doing physical comedy, I'm doing impressions, I'm singing songs, and this is before I did music. I just the level went from here to here. If I'm in the room, we having a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I see us going through what we go through as a people, a lot of times, and then sometimes when people address Black trauma in art, they just make a recreation of the Black trauma, which I do understand the importance of acknowledging the wound and all of that. You have to acknowledge the wound, and when you get cut, you have to look at that cut and know it's there, right? But at what point do we go to add ointment? What point do we put the Band-Aid on? What point do we put ice on the bruise? What part do we go to make it feel good?
Right.
So that's what I wanted to do. I'm like, I want to make my people feel good about this.
Yes.
And at the same time, I want to encourage certain behavior. You know what I mean? Maybe just because you look at me and you see me, you see yourself in me, and I see myself in you, maybe I'll spend that dollar with you. Maybe just off of that point, that dollar circulate a few times in our community, like every other community does.
Right.
But I wanted to do it in a way that was fun, that had love in it, and it's a love thing. Like, I love you. I want to see your business do better. I'm not gonna go on social media and say this is why I don't support Black businesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not gonna be my first thought. I'm gonna support you, and then I'm gonna share it. You know how many people went to I was eating at so much they know me up there, Houston Sauce Code. They know me up in Houston Sauce Code, the truck stop in Houston, because it's a Black-owned vegan spot. I ain't vegan, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
I actually grew up a Muslim, so I couldn't eat a lot of stuff. And they serve all the things that I couldn't eat, like boudin and they shrimp and all the stuff I couldn't eat growing up because I was a Muslim. I get to eat it through this vegan option. So that's why I love them, and it's fire. So y'all go check out that company. But in the song, you can even hear a little stuff I'm kind of picking at a little bit, like just let me say Black people are dope. Then we just can I kick the song off verse 1 with that?
My favorite.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever just, I wanted to make it straight direct to where a child could sing along too.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the songs I'm really proud of, and that's one of the songs that performed the best, and that's one of the songs that I don't try to be conscious, and that's why I said that in that song, y'all. I said I was honest. I didn't say that I was conscious.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's why people call people that are conscious, they say they're speaking the truth. but sometimes that conscience becomes like a I'm better than you thing. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just speaking what is obvious to me sometimes. This is obvious. Let me just say it. You know what I'm saying? And for me to big up black women in the second verse, it was just necessary. My mother is a black woman. My little sister is a black woman.
Talk
You know
that talk. Talk that talk.
I had to do that, and I had to do it in a way that wasn't just like. I had to touch on so many points. I had to touch on the fact that they are the fastest growing entrepreneurs in our country. That's why I talk about them not having a job and having
LLC.
That's based on real facts.
Yeah.
It's not just me saying that out of patronizing them in some kind of way. And then
you shout out the black relationship structure.
I shout out the marriage because I know in their mind they want a counterpart to match. Most of us are in jail or we just ain't got it like that yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yet. Keyword. Yet.
Charging on a lot of ways, black women leading the charge in our community. So they
talk to them now.
I had to point to that and speak on a vision of us being evenly yoked so that we can build a future together. And it's not so much they having to drag us along. You understand what I'm saying? We able to lead side by side in the things that we want to do in our community. And I performed this song at Kwanzaa. I remember I was at Kwanzaa. I didn't even plan on performing. I went up there. My daddy was, I grew up. You ever went to like an event or where people got merch tables and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I grew up behind a merch table. My parents was always selling toys, newspapers, books, chests. My parents had a flea market store when I was little. So I grew up behind the table in the sales position. We always selling. Oh, how you doing, sir? So that's why I kind of have like a spirit in me, like a certain confidence that you have to have when you're a salesman.
Right.
I grew up as a salesman. In that, my daddy was selling stuff, right? He hit me up and said, "Hey, son, you need to get up here to Kwanzaa, man. There's a lot of people here. You might want to see what you can do, man. Come up here." So I come up, I start talking around, man. They know me there, but it's like you never know. So I'm like, "Hey, y'all, you think y'all got some spots on the performance tip? Or what's up? I got this new record, da-da-da." And then they was like, "Man, if you can get your thing right now," they couldn't play it off the drive I had. So they was like, "Man, we can't play it off that, but if you can get your other drive, maybe." So I was like, "Bet." I drove all the way home to the other side of Houston. Houston is big, like LA, like land-wise. Yeah. I drove all the way home. I'm like, "Man, I'm doing this performance." I run in the house. I'm like, "What's going on? I gotta grab this guy, put this, close the door. I'm back. I'll get back to the Kwanzaa." I'm like, "Can I?" Yeah. I give it to him, and he was like, and next up, the woman who was announcing me was one of my mama's friends, so she knew me my whole life. She's like, "I knew him when he was a baby, but now you doing this music all over the place. Y'all know him, y'all bring him up. Wazeer." Everybody go crazy because people, the word is around a little. People know me in that community, but lately it's really been like, "Man, this is Wazeer." Yeah. So like everybody like, they know me. People that don't know me like, "Oh, I guess he dope. Let's play."
Yeah. I guess he dope.
And then they, you know what I mean? They cut on the music, and it's like, dun, dun, dun. And I'm like, "Hey, look, all I need y'all to say is like me, all right?" There, you know what I mean? So I'm communicating with them. When I tell y'all that show went so crazy, they went up, people standing up, dancing, and you could just see with every bar, it was like, he
talking to me. He talking to me.
We at the end of the verse. I'm like, "Let me say, black women in first." And I look right at the elder when I say black women. She go, she follow her friend, right? She like, and I'm like, "Hey," everybody like, "Oh." So then at the last verse, I'm like, she locked in. We locked in. She hitting the drum and everything. We locked in. So I'm like, last little what is it called? Outro of the song. I dive off the stage. Woo! And I'm like me. And me and the elder, I say like me, she say like me, then I say like me, and we just rocking the crowd. Everybody like, oh. And I'm just like, yo, this was like a village, like ceremony by the end of that, bro. Like it felt so much love. The spirit of the ancestors was in the building. It was just like, man, because you got to think these Kwanzaa events, and this is why I've been to Kwanzaa since I was a child. And the beautiful thing about Kwanzaa is it's when all the conscious communities come together under one roof and do one thing at the same time. That doesn't really happen most of the time throughout the year unless it's a march or a community event. But in this event, we all together, and there's so much love, and each community get to host a certain night. So it's just like The love in that building was so beautiful. When I finished, so many embraces. It was other artists who had performed. It was like, bro, who are you? What is this? Bro, like, let's just link, let's build. Like, my big homie K Reno. I don't know if y'all know K Reno was there from K Reno. He a rapper from Houston, legendary. He was in there. He hugged me. He like, let's see, you figured it out. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, he told my daddy, he was like, hey, he on to something. So it was just like, it was a beautiful night, and it was almost a second coming out for me because since my last album, I had kind of not been to a lot of stuff, or I had been there, but I hadn't been performing.
Yeah.
I had went through a dry period of almost like 3 years. Do you know my album dropped in 2015?
Huh.
I hadn't started putting out music again until I started doing Bars for Breakfast. I had put out 2 records in the middle, but I hadn't really had a real push since then. I kind of went radio silent because I had almost lost myself for a little bit. I didn't know who I wanted to be or what I wanted to sound like or how I wanted my music to come across. I was even asking questions on Twitter like, why do you listen to music? How does music make you feel? I was trying to find myself musically. And then eventually I was Joseph is a big reason how I found myself. He came to my cousin. I got a cousin, big cousin named Brittany, one of my favorite cousins. She had a birthday party, and she lives not too far from Joseph. So I was like, man, come to the party. They want me to come through. You know, when I come to the party, you know, we dance. So they're like, man, come through. We gonna get the party lit. I'm like, bet. So I come to the party, and we going crazy to we stanky legging. We doing the Soldier Boy. We slash surfing. And JV, I call him JV. His name Joe. I call him JV. He looking at me like, bro, I never seen you like this. Like at that time, I was really on my hip hop purist. Nah, son,
quality type shit. Yeah.
I don't like the club records, done them on my hip hop, son. Like I was on I don't even know what I was on. Really, I wasn't even on that. I was on some purist music stuff. Like I was doing I was riding around listening to a lot, no disrespect, but I was riding around listening to a lot of jazz and just trying to get musically like pure or something like that.
I went through that same phase.
I was wearing like 70s clothes. You had to see me, bro. If you scroll back on my Instagram, you would see me in some crazy outfits. But I was out here just living my vibe at the time. But he seen me dancing to that. He was like, bro, why you never made no music like that? Like, it seemed like you connecting to that more than anything. I'm like what though? Like, you want me to make a stanky leg? You're like, nah, just with that youthful energy. And I was just like, I lost myself along the way. I started trying to, and I told my little sister this a while back. She was trying to figure something out. And I was like, look, and I was telling her that's something that I went through. I had realized in that moment that in the effort to try to be original, I was being a contrarian. I hear trap, I hear 808s. I ain't doing no 808s on this album. I hear trap hats. I ain't doing no hats like this on that. I ain't rapping in no triplet. That's the Migos thing. Yeah. I'm thinking all these crazy thoughts, right? And I start realizing that when he told me that, being opposite of everybody else is not necessarily being yourself. Because you will be yourself whether a million people are doing what you're doing or nobody is doing what you're doing. You're going to do what you love, period.
Big facts.
And when I realized that, I was like, I've been tripping. Like, just be me. If it aligns with other people or not, the reality is it never aligns with anybody. Because how many different atoms are there in the universe? Ain't none of them alike. We couldn't even quantify that number. How many cells do you have in your body? They all doing different things. They in the same body. They doing different things. How many organs do you have? They all organs, but they doing. No matter what, you can give 20 producers the same 20 sounds. You are not gonna get the same beat twice. It's never gonna happen.
Big fact.
So I was like, I can use contemporary sounds now. I can use contemporary patterns because no matter what, how I do it, it's gonna process in my mind and it's gonna come out. Like y'all saying, some people still saying, oh, this is refreshing. People still saying, I've never heard nothing like this. Yeah. And I may have had the same flow that I may have heard. I might be doing a triplet flow, but I got a different slang to mine. I got a different, I'm thinking of the emphasis of the syllables in between the triplet. I'm thinking of, this much alliteration with this much. I'm thinking on a different level with it. So you're going to get a different product. And like you say, the content is going to be different no matter what. Because I don't front, bro. I'm not the cool guy. I never been... the only reason I've ever been, if somebody ever considered me cool, is because I was me. It never was because I was doing what was cool at the time.
Yeah.
Like, it never was because of that. It was just because, oh, he's just a cool dude. When he come around, we having fun. Or if you don't know me, you might think, oh, I don't even know him, but he seems cool.
Yeah.
Never because I was the hard, oh, yeah, don't play with him. I never even was the, oh, let's go drinking. Because for a long, I ain't even really drink until I was a certain age. I ain't really do certain things until I was a certain age. And then I kind of walked away from it because I felt like if it ain't me, it ain't me.
Right.
And if I do it again, it's me then. But I gotta be real now. I gotta be real in the moment. You feel me?
Big fucking facts.
That's what that was about, bro. Like, I had to start being,
true to you,
true to myself,
true to you
at all times, regardless of the consequences, regardless of what I thought was going to be backlash. Or that's the crazy thing about artists. We'll start hearing critiques before we do stuff.
Oh my God, I'm telling you,
nobody is
already put limits on your shit.
Critiques,
right?
It's like breaking out. It's like breaking out of that pre-constructed box that others have created. You know what I mean? And then we create for ourselves. It's like you just got to break out of that.
You hitting it right on that. Gretta, right? Gretta?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hitting it right on the head, Gretta. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, people, that's because a lot of us are, like, sensitive. So we trying to get away from any type of negative feeling before it happens.
Yeah.
But we kind of stepping on our own light when we do that because we never know where this is going to take us. We not, as intuitive as artists are, we not psychic. We don't know where this is going to take us. We need to just trust that gut. And wherever it takes us, don't be scared because it's taking you to a good place. I feel like it's different energies taking us to different places that are positive for us, but we just have to listen. We have to take heed to these signs that we given. Y'all ever heard of synchronicity?
Yes.
That's how I know if I'm doing things at the right time or when, like, if somebody says something and I'll see the word and I'm like, it's weird. I'm by myself. I'm like, that happened. That really happened.
Yeah.
He said that, and I saw that. It's like I'm not doing it. I'm making it up. Whenever that happens, I just be like, okay, I'm doing the right thing at the right time.
Yeah, no, I totally feel that. I'm totally into that as well. You know, kind of what you were saying. You know, you would want to get you wanted to have an interview of some kind, and we like reached out to you, or when we got you for High From Home, it was just like all in the timing. Everything has just been falling into place because of the timing and like intuitively following it and like kind of just like having mercy over that too.
Yeah. But real quick, to go back a little bit from earlier when we was talking about Look Like Me, you said something that stuck out to me and really been on my mind a lot lately, especially with the times, you know, especially with us being black and the how things are going in our favor right now. But you said, you know, we quick to notice the cut and you know what I'm saying, look at the wound and things like that. But when do we apply the ointment? And right now, I've been very furious, you know what I'm saying, with the shit going on in the world. And I've been very, like, exposing the cut. But just recently, a couple of days ago, it was like, yo, why don't I help shine a light on the good in the black community? On what we doing positive? You know what I'm saying? Like, It ain't always got it. You know what I'm saying? It's enough for the negative narrative out there anyway. But, you know, sometimes I'm human. I get caught up in the hoopla, you know what I mean? So it happens, man.
Yeah. No, I was just speaking to my sensibilities and really my sensitivity to it. But it's like the honesty of it is if we still using the cut analogy, if people wasn't pointing to the cut, it would continue to fester and infect. And a lot of times people was telling us we was crazy. They were saying there wasn't no cut. They were saying, what are y'all talking about? It doesn't exist. This is 2020, whatever. Ain't no racism.
2006.
Ain't no brutality. Ain't no. So that's important. I was just saying while my brothers and sisters are doing that, I'm going to even assist them and make them feel good while they doing that hard work of pointing to what it is, what's going on. I just wanted to just mix some of my little sugar in the pot. You know what I mean? Because man,
boy, it tastes
know
good.
How it is, man. Living in this country, it'll make you feel like you
outcast.
First of all, yeah, things are happening. That's happening. Then they'll flip it around and as soon as somebody get killed, they're like, yeah, but what was he doing? Yeah, but
always
what he have in his system? Yeah, but
what's his record?
As if anything that a black person does is punishable by death. Even if they were committing a crime, it's not. You know, the other day they was having a protest and it was this dude. white, like, what was he, like 17 years old, and he had shot a couple people at the protest.
Yeah.
He had actually, I don't even think he shot black people. He shot a couple people.
Yeah.
In this protest with people trying to do something peaceful, and he walks right past the police,
Right past
and then they go arrest him later.
Roll
They
out
don't
the
shoot
red
him.
carpet.
They don't put him in handcuffs, nothing. And it's like, but what did he do? You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody. It's that benefit of the doubt that we always talking about. That as soon as you see a black person, it's them, it's me. Y'all know I feel like we homies at this point. Y'all know me. I'm not threatening at all.
Yeah.
But people to see me and understand they'll get scared. They'll try to figure out, is he cool? Is he? I mean, he got that hair.
Bruh, I get the same thing, bruh.
He a big dude. I ain't big. I'm 5'11". I'm tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody look at me. Oh, whatever. What's going on? Is he violent? Is he this? Is he that? And that could drive a person crazy. That could make you feel like that's like a person in a relationship that's like, are you cheating on me? Are you talking to her? Are you talking to him?
Yeah.
And somebody who's very jealous, and you be like, I should have just cheated.
Yeah.
Like, I should have been a criminal
Yeah.
as much as y'all accusing me of being a criminal.
Right.
I'm here doing it legit. I'm doing it legit.
Steering
That's what y'all
clear.
see right now, y'all thought I was in a plane. I'm driving. I learned how to drive 18 wheelers. I ain't tell y'all that. I've been out here driving trucks.
Okay.
That
I
boy,
learned how to do that.
he get money.
I was
He's like,
I don't even remember applying. I don't remember, and I do that too. When kids do that,
Yeah.
I'll be so happy too. I'll be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
I bet you do.
But that's just to say, I'm a artist at the purest sense. I do everything in life because of art and trying to make people feel good. But because I'm black, somebody will look at me and be like, he probably a murderer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably done something criminal in his life.
It's a goddamn shame.
Point. And I have to, and this person y'all see, I'm this person all the time. So shortly after they realize, oh nah, he's harmless. But I have to. When I used to drive Uber, the first 5 minutes to 10 minutes was just me convincing them I wasn't gonna hurt them.
I'm telling you, bruh.
Me, I ain't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I can echo that. I can echo that so strongly, bro. That's so real, bro. We go through this shit. I feel like all black people go through this shit, dog. You just judge before you even speak. Before we speak, we judge. There's a stigma placed on us. There's a lifestyle placed on us. And nigga, I served this country. I served this country. I went to war. You know what I'm saying? It's just like these NBA players. I get where they coming from. When the NBA players went on strike and shit like that and didn't play, I get it. When I got this uniform on, I'm a superstar. I'm a baller. You know what I'm saying? When I got that uniform on for the military, I'm a hero. I'm a serviceman. Oh, look at that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. But I come out in this regular old get up, just doing me, still going about my business, trying to be an entrepreneur, live my lifestyle the right way. I'm a thug. I'm a criminal. I'm a threat. I'm this. I'm that. It's like, God damn, nigga. But like you said, once I started talking, oh, God damn it. Well, he's actually one of the good ones. You know what I'm saying?
It's these predetermined fucking judgments that are taught, And it's like that's what's. It's like why can we just not escape that? Why are there these predetermined judgments that we're taught as children, and then we can't help but escape it because it's there every day. It's ingrained. It's built there. It's in the structure of everything. I don't know.
Cycle gotta stop.
Racism is so funny to me, and I don't know why, but I remember when I was driving Uber one time, it was like I had a group of people. You mentioned the hood thing. I was driving them. They hadn't talked to me. They were just some young 20s, in Midtown in Houston. It's like a very nice area. It used to be the hood way, probably 20 years ago. Yeah. But now it's like a very nice place.
Gentrification.
Gentrified.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Gentrified.
And so I'm driving people around. And I hear I'm over here that, we in a car. Sometimes people think Uber drivers can't hear you, but we're in cars, but I can hear everything they're saying. So we driving, and then one dude, how people, friends trade stories sometimes, like, bro, okay, last time I got in the Uber, bro, he's like, yo, we ended up in the hood.
Oh my
God. And I'm just listening, and everybody's like, what? And everybody's like, and he was like, yeah, we ended up in the hood.
Your eyes.
There were this dude was so disgusted. He's like, there were 20 guys in the road with their shirts off. And I'm just listening
yo.
Dude. I'm I tell the dude, where are we? He flips around so fast, and we're out of there. Da, da, da. And then the girl was like, oh my God, that happened to me one time too.
Oh my God.
We were driving, we were in the hood, and all of a sudden I see these houses on these bricks and these people. I'm like, where is it? And then I'm just listening
Wow.
Once they traded a couple stores out, they got a little quiet and simmer down. And I was like, y'all talk about the hood like y'all went through a safari.
Yeah, like you went through a war zone.
They're like, we don't know where to go.
Like
6 black guys.
living their life, bro. Like I was so confused, but it made me laugh and it made me think not so much that it's probably some of that some. I've heard somebody describe sometimes people look at black people like spiders sometimes instead of like butterflies. Like you look at a butterfly, you're not like you look at a spider, you like kill that. Like,
yeah.
But they just were like the fish out of waterness of how they spoke was so like intriguing to me. Like, oh, y'all just never been around those type of people. My whole family lives in the hood. I grew up in Project 8. You know, every crackheads everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
These are just people in a circumstance that a lot of the time is passed down generational. Now we as a community, we understand mental health. We understand generational traumas. You hear that thrown around all the time. Well, what kind of generational trauma would come from slavery? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Talk that talk.
Was tortured and chained and treated like an animal. How did that pass down?
Talk that talk.
So that just brings us all the way back around because my whole thing is trying to lift people up. I don't want those people that have been through so much over 100 years to feel bad that it's 2020 and we still going through that. I want us to feel good. And when I say ointment instead of cut, I mean solution instead of problem.
Right.
What's the solution?
Right.
Solution is us loving each other.
Right.
Solution is us building something for ourselves so that we can police our own communities.
Come on now.
Solution is building our
Police
own
our own
hospitals, like I
communities.
say in that song, having our own hospitals so we're not having so many infant death or mother death in the black community because they don't believe black women feel pain. Let's have our own airplanes. Let's have our own, but let's have everything that we need in a society. And we're not gonna kick nobody out. We're not gonna treat nobody that comes in our place like secondhand citizens.
We never
We're
do.
gonna treat people the same way we've always treated them, with respect and love and decency. That's the whole reason we got taken from Africa. We was a little bit too trusting when people came and was saying certain things.
Talk that talk.
We was like, word, y'all gonna do that? Let's do it.
Yeah, you can come on, nigga, get on the ship.
We gave up our God and everything. We don't believe that God no more. We believe your God.
Yeah.
It's like we such a peaceful people that sometimes we get taken advantage of. But when we build this community, and I know that we will build it because that is the silver lining, or that is honestly the purpose of all this torment that we're facing in this country. It is forcing us to come together as a people and build something for ourselves, lest we continue to experience this for another 400 years. It's going to keep happening until we just have our own thing. It's not going to be violent. We just going to pull our money together and buy it.
Let's
and
do
then
it.
Anybody can come and we can have the illest rap clubs because we done went to a black insurance place for the club. We got a black police outside. Ain't nobody gonna get killed on accident. We if you drink and liquor and all that, we might have a black liquor place. We Snoop growing weed. Oh, you know, people rolling up Snoop weed. People rolling up Wiz weed. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different thing to where we not necessarily coming to them as like, please stop doing this to us. It's like respect us as an even force, and let's you know what I'm saying? Let's respect each other. And a lot of people laugh at Texas when people talk about the guns and stuff like that. I don't have any guns and stuff, but I hear people say an armed society is a peaceful society. I don't know if I agree with that, but I know what they mean. If both sides
got the same firepower,
like, hey, if I got hands, you got hands.
Yeah.
Respect each other a little different. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
We need to get some hands, black people, and let's bring each other up. Let's love each other, and let's not. If we do come to power, say in a crazy scenario that black people say, you look at the Senate and it's majority white right now, and the Congress and the government. What if it all of a sudden switch one day? It's 2020. It's crazier things have happened. What if all of a sudden there's more black people in the Senate than any other race? What if it's more black people in government than anything? What if it's more business on? Are we gonna do to them what they did to us? Nah, we can't do that. We gotta lead with peace, we gotta lead with justice, and we gotta lead with freedom
Big
and
facts.
equality. So yeah, that's how I feel about that, man.
Bro, that to hear you speak like that, man, with that much goddamn pride and knowledge, man, and just insight is fucking beautiful as a black man. Cause you ain't just a good artist. You think like this, you know what I'm saying? This is you all the way, and this is what I mean. That character shines through your music all the way, bro. You out there chasing the bag. You don't let nothing stop you. Fuck the opinion of the masses. Fuck all that. You're doing you. Wazeer is Wazeer, and that's why we respect and love your art, bro. Hey, you got the tools, bro. You literally got the tools, and you know what? Thinking about
Construction
tools,
tools.
we got a package. We got a package just recently.
Oh, wait.
And it kind of had a little jingle to it, like it had some tools inside of it. Greta, you got something over there?
A little birthday present, might I add. Guy gets Virgo season.
Virgo season.
Happy
Oh, yeah. Somebody got a birthday this
to
weekend.
You.
Toss that over here. Toss that over here one time. Let me.
One time.
What that say on the
What's in
front?
there?
That say
Where's that
www.wazirbazaar. Hold on now. Let me see what we got in here now, cause it's a little, feel like it's tools in here. You know what I'm saying? Some tools going on in there. Hold on now. Hold on now.
I just couldn't. I was like, Anthony's birthday's coming up. I saw this shit.
Hold on now. Hold on now.
Got the caution tape.
What's this?
Let's go.
What's this thing right here in my hands here? Hold on now.
He is
Hold on.
Yes.
Man.
That's cold.
Lottie.
It's so cold it's hot.
I got the tools, baby. I got the tools. Wazeer. You see it? It's hey.
Merch.
When you look like me.
That's art. Hey man. Thank y'all so much.
Hey man. Thank you. Thank you for this incredible piece. I saw the logo get made up online.
Yeah.
I got hit with it out of nowhere. Shout out to Gretta. Got a shout out to Gretta.
I saw it and I was like, first of all, I was like, this shirt is fire. And I was like, second of all,
it's Wazeer. It's Wazeer.
That's what's up.
Couldn't go without it.
Man.
Couldn't go without it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy, Jarno. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. I never heard you say it out loud, but Jarno on Instagram. Man, he did the art for me, bro. And I hit him up on some random, like, just somebody that followed me, hit me up in DMs, or did I hit him up and I seen his art? I was like, bro, you dope. Like, I love this art you do. He do graffiti style just to keep it hip hop. I was like, hey, bro, I got a character idea in my head. I need a character of a saw, this and that. And he was like, bro, I got you. And he put it together so nice. I never want to do just merch just to do it. I felt like the tools, so many people came in on the tools track. Like,
yeah.
I think probably like, we had like, I think we had 12K right now, probably like 4K of that came through on the Tool song. So I had to do something for the people that came in. I want to feel it. Thank y'all for supporting.
That was
ain't
beautiful.
Nothing like supporting with the merch.
Ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it. So when we out in the streets, the people know what time it is. You heard? They know who and what time it is. You representing. We gotta represent. It's only right. The truest in the game right now. Wazeer. You cold, brother. I told you, man, you doing something that's straight up fluid and real. Is legit. Ain't nothing artificial about it, bro. Mm-hmm. You got a great system going, man. You a one-man wrecking crew. This man don't even have a full. You would think you got like a design team and
like a studio
all this
or some shit
engineer, all that behind you, bro. Like you just sat here and told us you on the road, you doing it. It's your passion. It's that love labor, and it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop.
Yeah, you were saying you just can't stop. There's something that you can't stop, and I say that all of the time. We're always like, well, we're not stopping. We're just hoping you guys join in.
That's it. I gotta thank you, Wazeer, for coming through today and giving us infinite real talk. The best of the best, man. Love the Black Pride. I love everything you had to share with us today. I love your story, man. I love what you're doing.
Love being able
I
to
love
amplify
the tea.
your voice.
I love everything, bro. I love it, man. You got a support system with you, not only with your family and your caring friends and family who've been there, but now you got even more with How From Friends, man.
this home's your home, you know.
Thank y'all.
Open arms, open door.
And hey, I just want to say, if y'all liked anything I said, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just my experiences and how my brain worked it out. But everybody is a value. Your perspective is valued. Your perspective it can take you where you need to be. Don't listen to nobody. Just listen to that thing in you, and we all gonna end up where we supposed to be. And I feel like I was supposed to be here with y'all tonight. Thank y'all for having me. And let's keep building, man. Whatever I could do. And send me some of your music, man.
I got you.
Why I ain't never heard any of your music?
I got you.
Music, bro. Like, I gotta hear what you're doing out here, man.
I got you. I'm like you. I work in little spurts, but I got you.
If you got whatever if it's old, whatever, I just want to hear where your brain took it, bro. Because off your freestyle, I know you dumb. I know you stupid with it. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to Hop Friends. If you watching this and you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
And Wazeer, WAZEER_.
Yeah.
Link down below.
Just tap in with me. I'm always evolving. I'm gonna always try to do my best. I love what I do, and I love the people who enjoy what I do. So this is never gonna stop, man. Thank y'all.
Never ever. Thank you, Wazeer. The bar God has come through. He's blessed. He's blessed us with some real talk. We thank you, my brother. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Love you too. I love you too.
And it's a whole lot more to come from Wazeer. Wazeer, everybody. Give a big round of applause for Wazeer. Thank you, Wazeer, my man. Fucking love him. That was
so fun.
What an incredible interview. What an incredible fucking
Not even an interview, but conversation.
Yes, that was just a straight up conversation right there, man. Just letting that brother just share his story. Oh, great guy all around. Great artist, great individual. I loved him. But now I just really fell in love with him today. I'm a fan all the way around the board.
Seriously, I'm friends.
Wazeer. If you ain't following this brother, please follow him. You've seen his credentials. You've heard us spell it out. Please follow that brother. Get in tune. Especially if you're black. Get in tune. He talking about us, for us. Shit is beautiful.
And especially if you're not black, get involved so you can get yourself straight.
Yeah, get some substance. Get some fucking substance. But that was beautiful right there.
Seriously.
That was beautiful. I enjoyed that a lot, man. But
Me
this
too.
has been another beautiful day, man. Another beautiful episode. I love this shit. It's like I don't want to go sometimes. I just feel all sad inside when it's time to bring it to a close, you know? It always hurts my heart, man, but
playing sad violin.
Yeah, sad violin. But as stated earlier, it is my 30th, dirty 30 this weekend, baby.
He got the gift. He got the drip.
I'm up out of here. I'm going to go ahead and take it back to the East Coast one time, you know what I'm saying? Spend some time with my family, bring it in right. We won't be here next week, but we will have something special for you guys next week. But I guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, in the words of Chuck, guaranteed.
Oh!
I guarantee we be back here the week after with something special.
Someone
special.
Another performance,
some people
too.
special. Another special performance. Like she's saying, I'm just echoing. Echoing her right now. That's what we do. But
since we have to go, while you guys are... Obviously, we're going to leave you on a performance, but if after that you want to look into anything new that's out, if you're lacking on anything like that, our friends over at Two Neighbors, they started something new called Coffee in Bed. It's a little talk show that they're doing. It's pretty fun. Get to know them. They have a few singles out with some video, which is really cool to look into. And actually the other day, I believe Toxic Attitudes just dropped a new music video as well.
Yes, shout out Toxic Attitudes. Shout out to all the creators, man. Shout out to everybody we work with. Shout out to everybody still working. Always continue with your craft. You heard what Wazeer said. Sometimes you just got to have that sacrifice, that hunger. You got to go for it. Don't be afraid, man, because you could be leaving that opportunity or that progress in the dust for that comfort. So please just go for it. We rooting you on. We supporting you. This is a platform for the artists, by the artists.
Yeah.
And pal, Gretta Hutch, this is what we do. This is Hot from Friends. Can't do it without y'all though, man. Can't do it without y'all. We gonna ask that y'all come back again week after next. We gonna ask that you stay safe. Continue to support, like, share, subscribe.
Share
Follow
with your
Gretta
people.
on Instagram, stalk her Instagram. Get in her DM, send her nasty messages, do whatever you gotta do.
Send me some nasty fat ass checks in my fucking PayPal.
And make sure you break those with me. Break that down 50-50 because that's a fair partnership.
Wow,
am I right?
He pimps me out.
Am I right? No, but seriously, man, we love you guys. We thank you. We'll be back soon. Gretta, any last words?
It's all good.
Cause it's all good.
Hey.
Hey, I'm Man Powell. That's Gretta Hutch. And this right here is Wazeer with a special performance just for you all. Enjoy. Say it's all good cause it's all good. See you next week. One love. That's word to Tupac.
Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Wazeer. My flow is 1 in a billion, it's low probability, no one is killing me. I can't be stressing, I'll get what is meant for me. I make a beat and it sound like a symphony. I be the rapper, they get hit like Tiffany's. Flow is so set, put you out of your misery. Various fires, I carry a litany. Traffic and lyrics and fixing the fiend. Cooking the track till it's sizzling steam. Flicking my wrist like I'm mixing up tea. Get out if you can't take the heat in the kitchen. I won't respect, I ain't seeking attention. But when you cracking, you supposed to get both. They go together like over me, yo. Egging me on and I still ain't get cocky. A lot is my God, I ain't rolling along. In this new era of cap, I'm the truth. Got heat with me, I never lack. In the booth, I'm rare. I don't follow the rules, I'm recluse in my lair. Sick with building intentions, trying to build an adventure with a lyrical sentence that I lift the defenseless. Is their spirit relentless? Is it wrong if I make you kiss a strong black fist till you spit out your chicklets? I ain't giving forgiveness. Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God, Bar God. I'm feeling holy, my ghost right as a deity. Trying to reach your bottom levels of creativity. I got hit in the head and lost my memory. I forgot a black God gave me the symmetry. I can't worship. If your skin ain't the color of dirt, I unearth this. Feeling it, my purple pigment ain't cursing. Still with the same permanence, the universe is. You to have a purpose ain't gotta be perfect. The tilt of the world gives it its season. So lean into things that make you art. Even Jesus was called to the cross for treason. Regardless of the law, never stop believing. Take me in my dorm, making beats and rhyming. The only thing I made that was seat was rhyming. But in due time, I found the right mixture. Now they follow the bar God and his scriptures. Word to my little sister, I'm big bro to any kid thinking he go. Thought you had a way, but I'm sick of your boat. I be laughing to the bank, y'all can think it's a joke. I ain't playing, I'm up. Did you look at the scope? I be slugging every song like I'm pushing the dope. When I'm praying, it's the only time I'm looking below. Whoa, at this speed, I should be in orbit. Life sweet as an orchid with meek endorsement. My team never forfeit, don't mean to be morbid, but we ain't dead in our course until we corpses. I am a legend, my life is eternal. Ain't did nothing corny, still popping like kernels. Hot as infernos, off jotting these journals. Climbing like Sherpas, but this ain't my summit. Watch out my step, if I slip, I could plummet. Riding so high, I got altitude sickness. If I drop a hit, I'ma spit out my stomach. They claim I'm a genius, my pen is the dumbest.